Season 8 is here, and I'm here as well. And so is my Hawaiian shirt, and so are my shorts and sandals. Yeah, I am wearing shorts. People keep thinking that I'm not wearing any shorts. These are shorts. They're just very, very skin-coloured. Oh, and in case you're wondering, yes, this was also me. He just snuck up on me while I was getting myself prepared, and now this guy's snuck up on me while I'm trying to get prepared. As you can see, we've already kind of gotten started on this world. We've had a little bit of time playing together, and it was hugely productive. Let's roll the montage of chaos. Oh wait, so this is it. This is the start.
This is it.
Season 8.
We're doing it.
We do have 2 new hermits down in this crevice down here, Gemini Tay and PearlescentMoon. Oh goodness gracious me! To stay as close together as possible, we're all on a single continent. All right, so we're all going to be staying pretty close this season. We're going to be, you know, butting shoulders and being neighbours. I am wearing pants, Scar. You've got a tiny hat. Season 8. Let's go!
Can you briefly explain why you're just wearing a Hawaiian shirt?
What do you mean just wearing a Hawaiian shirt? I have shorts on as well,
Oh, you're
dude.
wearing shorts. Oh my goodness.
To be fair, they are pretty close to my skin tone, aren't they? Now that I'm looking at them. Can you explain why you're wearing a red jumper?
You know I was born with this.
Okay.
Ooh, shipwreck. Right, let's see what we got. Oh, dude, we got moss blocks straight away.
Oh, we got potatoes. Can I have the potatoes, please? Oh, quid's in, fellas.
What have you got?
Well, we've got tons of iron and emeralds and lapis.
And I got a buried treasure map, and it's really close. I'm not kidding. Captain, yep, head that direction. To the left.
That direction's very vague. I can't help but notice.
Straight ahead.
The person that's navigating has the map, but the person who's controlling the boat has no map. So you're having to. This is needlessly.
Stop. Okay. I don't actually know which way it is, but turn. Let's try right first. No, 180 degrees.
wait, you got it
Turn
totally
around.
wrong.
It's like at the bottom of the sand normally. I got it.
Dude, where is it?
Oh, bro.
Is it actually good stuff?
It's actually good. I'm not even. Take a look at that. I didn't take anything.
Oh, mate. I'm excited.
That's deep.
Dude, we are quids in. We are quids
in. Look at these guys.
Wait. Who got the loot? Who got the loot?
The treasure.
It was you guys.
Wait a minute.
Hey.
What? Did you take the loot?
Yeah.
Wait, should we go back and show them the heart of the sea?
Yeah. Let's throw it in the water for them.
Let's flex.
Unbelievable.
Oh no, wait, no, Grian, turn around, I threw my diamond.
I'm gonna get you. I'm getting the diamond.
I was flexing too hard. I was flexing too hard, Grian. Grian, I was flexing too hard.
Oh no.
What?
Yeah, that's what you
You're stucky now.
That's what you get. Keeping that one.
Well, we still got this.
Yeah, he's got that. Yeah.
What is that?
What is that?
Heart of the sea.
No.
Oh, the important thing is, did you get moss?
Don't forget the moss block.
Yeah, we got the whole spot.
My goodness.
And I got 2 carrots and 2 potatoes. Yeah.
The season's only been up for 10 minutes, but retribution is at hand, gentlemen. Yeah. We will see you again soon.
Wow. But we got a diamond, man.
Let's go, potato boy.
Woohoo! I like this nickname.
Who's that? Is that Scar? Is that Scar?
I think it is. I can't see past your massive waffle.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Guys. Oh my gosh.
What you doing, dude?
Hello. I've been in the ocean for so long.
Well,
Hop on. Can you stand on the boat?
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
stand on the boat. Oh my gosh.
Does this work?
I can't believe my luck here.
Does this
I
work?
can't get on. I can't.
There's a drowned. There's a drowned dude.
Okay, punch it, Grian.
Let's go. Stay on, dude. Stay on.
Get on.
Just go. Go without me. Meet me on the shore.
You guys are going down there with
I
the
don't
boat.
actually know if this works.
Oh, okay, this is what we're...
Did it work? Can someone send the boat
no.
back up to me?
Yeah, that's how boats work.
Do we actually need any of this stuff, or are we just mining it and just
We're
needlessly?
just taking it
I'm just
before anyone else
excited.
can.
Oh
Yeah.
God. Oh.
In other news, guys, am I a steam train? Because I'm full of coal.
There we go.
Oh, wow, that was crazy. That was, wow, we are,
Wow.
wow,
That was
what a boat.
impressive, guys. Impressive.
1.17, what an update. What an update.
Guys,
Okay, I think
hello?
this is
Oh,
it.
oh, whoa.
Oh, Scar!
Oh.
Scar!
I am immensely sweaty right now.
That was, well, we've reached the end of the island, dude. How far did you go?
This is it. This is the northest north.
We're at the
I love
northest of the north.
northest.
Yeah.
Dude, I found a cabin on an island over in the spruce forest. It's amazing.
Well, this is as far as we go, so we either settle here or turn around.
I ain't turn around.
I can't go any further. I sprained my ankle and I'm immensely sweaty and dehydrated.
And you've got a tiny
Mumbo still has
hat.
my pants on. I feel uncomfortable. It's a whole thing.
All right, well, this is it. Let's mark this. This is the spot.
I'm going to mark it with this bench. Crafting bench.
Yay! We're here.
I like it. Let's put a torch on it. It's like a birthday cake, but wood.
Yay!
Right, and the boat on it. Hey!
Hey!
Is there anything else we can add to the mix?
Hey! This is the most iconic founding of a village I've ever seen.
Are you telling me we're all going to become friends here?
I think so.
I hope so.
Yes.
I don't do this with
This,
people who aren't
this
my
totem
friends.
has to stay.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I hate putting people on the spot, but does anyone have a name for our little thing that we've got going
It's
on
the
here?
Boatem pole. It's the Boatem pole.
It's the Boatem pole.
We sit here now.
Why am I at the top?
This is the Boatem pole.
This is our
This is
season.
season 8.
Season 8. Here
This is
we
it.
go.
We'll be here for the next bunch of months. It's fine.
Yeah, we're not going
yeah.
to build anything. We're just going to hang out in the bottom.
In the Boatem. Yep.
Pretty peaceful, to be honest.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
pretty
what
cool.
season 8 looks like, everyone.
As I said, incredibly productive. So now I'm sure you're all wondering why I'm wearing this rather glorious outfit. Well, for Hermitcraft Season 8, the suit has been left in the wardrobe and I'm going in for peace, love, and plants. Last season, you know, I did a lot of killing. Okay, I killed a lot of things and there was a lot of harm. Look, there's harm going on right now. I don't want to be a part of it. So for this season, I'm going to be all about the good energy, the good vibes. I'm going to be all about the peace, the love, the plants, and I'm going to try my best to not harm anything. So first things first, I actually need to get all of my plants in order. This little farming setup that I have right here isn't particularly fantastic, is it? And because I'm not able to kill any animals to get their food, it's a very important lifeline for me. So first things first, I've just flattened off this little area here. Got to do a tiny bit of deforesting, but it's all good because I'm replanting. Peace, love, and plants. This is incredibly satisfying. And now I'd say we're all set to actually start getting these things in place. So I've got 9 potatoes and I've got 6 carrots, which, yeah, isn't fantastic. And now Grian is taunting me with beheaded things. Right, well, I guess while all of these things grow, we could probably work on making this a tiny bit nicer looking. Something like this could potentially help things out. Little logs on the corners, stairs going around it, maybe some fence posts on top. This feels like a very odd use of my early game wood, but I think people in this area will thank me for it. Grian. We are almost done with our little starter farm here. Just a final few fence posts. And that should do it. And as you can see, absolutely nothing has grown so far. I think maybe I have some carrots over there, but that's it. Regardless of the efficiency though, it does look rather cool, doesn't it? I always like the look of these little things. However, it definitely feels like I'm going to be living off of wild berries for a little while longer. And I don't want to, so now we wait. I'm bored, floored, stored, reassured, and still very little progress has been made. Many rhyming montages later, the wheat and potato farm has been fully grown and then fully harvested and then fully grown again. And I've got enough food to actually live and survive on. I'm not going to be eating wild berries anymore. So I would consider this a successfully completed project. And now that I have myself an official base, I think it's time that I actually get myself set up a little bit, because I can't help but notice that everyone around me seems to be wearing much better clothes than I'm currently wearing. And by that, I mean iron armor. I'm clearly wearing the best clothes. Let's get down into the mines. Now, I probably say this every single season, but I always forget just how slow conventional, regular Minecraft mining is. You know, I'm so used to having a haste 2 beacon with efficiency 5 on my pickaxe. I'm just flying around, taking out tons upon tons of blocks. Now I'm back to an iron pickaxe. It is painful. It is so painful. You know, you're just gradually making your way through, especially in Minecraft 1.17. Now that we have the deep slate, and we've got the tough, you know, those things slow you down even more. It takes days. I honestly thought I was never going to find diamonds at one point. I think it took me about an hour to find my first ones, but gradually I got into a rhythm, and after a handful of hours, I've managed to get myself a decent chunk of resources. So now it's time for my first max level enchantment. I am incredibly excited for this one. I'm going to craft up an entirely new pickaxe because I kind of like this little Unbreaking 2 one. It's quite useful. Oh, and if you're wondering what these blocks are doing, I really like the look of the weathered copper. Whatever this stuff's called, I think it's called weathered. And I actually want to use it in my starter base. So I've left these guys outside to hopefully get a little bit tinted up. Now my enchanting table is saying efficiency 4. I'm hoping we get more than just efficiency 4. We just got efficiency 4. That's I mean, that's still good. I'm happy. I have just cycled the enchanting table a few times though, and we do now have Fortune 3 as our option. So I think I'm going to get a few more levels, but I'm not going to get them through killing those skeletons because that seems cruel. I'm going to do it through mining quartz. This is absolutely terrifying. I fear for my life. This is definitely scary. Definitely fear for my life at this point in time. We're nearly there. I've done it. And I've managed to survive. And I've got a bunch of quartz as well. I think we can all agree I'm now looking rather fancy. And Fortune 3. And it's a good one. That is as good as it can possibly get. As you can tell, I was rather chuffed with that. What actually is this? Because I saw this pop up and I was just too scared to walk over to it.
The Cave of Temptations, which is always literally like, that's such a bad idea to go inside. So
Yeah, this is terrible.
which is why I thought you could go in first.
Have you just fired a snowball at that pig?
I don't know why I thought this would do something.
Let's read it. Welcome to the Cave of Temptations. This is the home of Timmy the Magical Pig. Once a day, Timmy will use his mystical powers of generosity to summon gifts of wonder into this chest. However, if any contents of his chest are removed... No! Don't remove them!
Oh, you
It said, if any of the contents of the chest are removed, Timmy will lose his powers forever. This will make Timmy very sad.
You made me jump so much.
Like, I was in the middle of reading about what Timmy could do, and you were like, okay, cool, I'm just going to open this up. Let's find out.
Okay, so basically, if we just wait, stuff goes in the chest, but if we get tempted to take something out, he loses his powers.
How much do you like calcite?
Now, I reckon we wait.
Okay, cool. We don't just completely just take it out on the first
Take
day.
it out. Yeah, I think we leave it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Should we come back in a week?
Yeah, come back in a week, see what's
going on.
You know that there's gonna be diamonds in it next time, and then someone's just.
I mean, who else is? Should we change the name of it? Like, we could maybe change the name of this thing so that nobody else goes near it.
Okay.
And then it could be our own thing. Maybe
The Cave
we
of
could,
Do Not Enter works for me.
I mean, you haven't made it the most legible thing I've ever
I mean-
seen. Hey, that is. I'd say we've done a good job here. I reckon we could be in the money.
I think we're gonna make bank here.
So with all of the early game prep all done and dusted, I think it's about time that I start work on my starter base, because Impulse is really putting everyone to shame at this point in time. I mean, that is gorgeous. That is so pretty. And he has some copper action going on, and it really does suit the build. At this point in time, I'm kind of between ideas as to what I want to do with my base, so I guess I'm going to harvest some potatoes, and hopefully that will activate my brain a little bit. Well, that didn't work. Much head scratching later. I've come up with a fully fledged, rather expensive, and also rather silly idea, which of course means it's perfect in every single way. First things first, I need to do a little bit of flattening of this area here, and now we should have enough space to construct this thing. Now, what I want to do is I want to create a VW bus that is transporting a tiny house. So first things first, of course, we've got the wheels for these things. For those of you who aren't really familiar with tiny houses, essentially they're houses that are small enough that they can fit on a trailer type thing. I absolutely love tiny houses. I absolutely love VW buses, but I especially love tiny houses. I follow a lot of tiny house accounts on YouTube and on Instagram, and you know, if I could, I would be in a tiny house in an instant, but I can't. For many reasons, and mainly the fact that I'm not a tiny person. I probably wouldn't actually fit. I'd need like a big tiny house. So those are all of our foundational points laid out. Now it's time to start actually getting the blocks in place. The design that I have in mind uses not only a bunch of quartz, but it also uses a bunch of copper as well. We do not have enough copper blocks for this thing. So for the time being, I'm making use of these warped wood blocks, and I have to say, I actually think they look really good. Like, it could be a better color for the bus than the copper blocks, but then again, I quite like the vibe of the metallic, slightly rusted look of these things. I feel like that goes along better with the idea of an old VW bus. Well, that's just about the best feeling ever. I had the perfect amount of quartz to construct the shell of this thing. And I think that's pretty much everything for the actual exterior. Now we just need to do the floor and the ceiling. And of course, there's a million different details to work on with the structure as well, which I've gradually started to add in place. I also need a lot more of this glow squid ink, but obviously I can't kill any glow squid, so I might have to recruit someone to kill some on my behalf. Does that still count as being all about peace, love, and plants? I personally think so. This might just be one of the jazziest floors I've ever created in Minecraft, but it definitely goes along well with the build, and the build itself should now all be finished, at least on the camper van front. Of course, it's going to be carrying a tiny house out the back, but first impressions are this is ridiculously cool. I mean, I'm really, really happy with how this came together. You know, the warped wood, and then we have the fully oxidized copper, and then some of the slightly oxidized ones. I think that combination there, it just ties it all in really, really nicely. It's like exactly the vibe that I was hoping for. I'm really, really pleased. I would say that I'd love to have one of these in real life, but I kind of already do. And it's actually in a very similar state. It's rusting a little bit itself. Maybe that's why I love this thing so much, because it is so similar to the one that I actually own. Now time for the tiny house. And honestly, I think this is what chains were invented for. However, we could potentially fall at the first hurdle here, because the design that I have in mind makes use of dark oak. And I am not sure we have any dark oak anywhere near us. But with the biggest thanks to PearlescentMoon, we are now sorted in that department. Is it one of those ones that requires 4 saplings? Yes! How long have dark oak trees been in the game? I mean, you know, I feel like they're not really a recent addition anymore. My little tiny house is gradually coming together. It is starting to look cool. And now that I have removed the spruciness of these spruce trees, everything is starting to look, yeah, that definitely smooths things out. I was wondering why I was looking so rubbish. Once again, the key with this build is all in the details. Currently, it still looks a little bit pants, but I can promise you, at least if it looks anything like it does in my head, alright, it's going to end up looking good. I have confidence there. I'm having to do something here that I haven't had to do in an incredibly, incredibly long time. Like, I really want to have a grass roof on the top of my house, and I want to place plants and things on top of it. But of course, I don't have silk touch. And I forgot that if you don't have silk touch, then you can't have a grass roof, so I'm having to do this. This has definitely come together really nicely. It's looking great, it's looking cool, but there is one massive thing that is missing, and that is all the plants. You may notice we've got a bunch of platforms around. I put those in especially to just cover this thing in potted plants. That is just beautiful. I want to live there. I want to move into this world and exist in this thing. This is the definitive proof that I needed that size, in fact, does not matter. Although, I mean, that is still gorgeous, and this is shaping up to be rather impressive looking. Let's wait for my grass to grow and see how it looks in the end. Do you really
That's a
think
good question.
I can't hear you shuffling around above me right now? Do you really think?
Why, Mumbo? Why aren't you living in your van that you made? Why are you in a hole?
Well, look, I need a living roof. That's a good point, actually. I could totally be in my tiny house. This is a very good point.
This is adorable. This is absolutely adorable. I love it.
It's coming together. As I've explained to Scar, you know, I don't have silk touch just yet, so I'm gradually getting my way towards a living roof.
Oh, have you done the door trick,
He's in
though?
his little
You're not going to get any
house now.
zombies.
What do you mean, door trick?
The door trick, you place them down in an open position and then the zombies won't break them. You guys didn't know about this.
No!
Pearl, the keeper of knowledge here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Have you got anything
Knowledge
else
on
for
copper
us?
blocks. Now this.
I mean, I've told Scar about the copper, and I think I also found the tree problem before, so I'm getting them.
This
Do
sounds
we
good.
want to lag the server for a moment? Click, 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 click.
Oh no, there it goes.
Oh, I see. Wow, I only placed 4 bone meal, but it took like 5 days for me to place those 4 bone
Yeah.
meal.
That's the lag there. It lags out the whole server.
Now,
you
Mumbo,
guys-
being the environmental small house man,
Yeah.
can you not cut these trees down like you can't cut an animal down?
No, I can cut down the trees. I can cut down the trees.
But
I just
they're
have-
living trees, though.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'm not that. Like, I'm all about the peace, the love, and the plants. All right, and I know that there's plants in that word, in that phrase. But I can cut down the trees. I just now have to replant them somewhere else.
So you're willing to cut Jeffrey down here?
Thing is Jeffrey has said some real choice things about you, Scar, while you've been while you've been talking.
What did he say? What did he say, Mumbo? Hmm?
Just lots of terrible things about your hat, dude. I mean,
Oh my
he's
God.
got,
Not the tiny hat.
he's got a real.
Oh, okay.
You're cutting
You've
him up from
unleashed the
bottom.
scar. All right, it's too late.
Anyone else
Spaghetti.
have a problem with my hat? Anyone else?
No, I think your hat's adorable, personally.
All I can say
Why,
is,
thank you.
Scar, if your hat had a
Yes.
house, it would look very similar to mine. All right, well, I guess we'll clear out these trees now. Cheers, guys.
Well, you got a lot of pods on now for you.
He
Wait,
doesn't have silk touch,
Wait,
so that's
wait.
not a thing.
where did the pods all come from?
And the trees.
What?
Don't tell me you don't know this either, Mumbo.
No, what?
The 2x2 spruce trees generate pods all underneath them.
Scar, did you know this?
I forgot about it until I blasted my area with this stuff yesterday.
This is genuine news to me. So wait, so
Today I have learnt that hermits aren't as knowledgeable as they seem.
So you're telling me, Pearl, so I've been waiting, right? So I've been waiting to get the grass to grow up on my roof. Finally, I think it's almost getting there. But now I have to wait for the grass to spread out the front of my house as well. And look at the size of this area.
Well, this grass doesn't spread on Podzol.
No, I know, so I'm going to have to clear it all out. And now I'm going to have to... Oh,
Yeah, good luck with that, Mumbo.
why did you guys come round?
Would it be
Look at your
hilarious
tiny
if
house.
We should pod soil the top.
No, stop, leave. All shenanigans and server lagging aside, the tiny house and bus combination is now all completed, and I have to say, it is looking ridiculously cool. I am so happy with how adorable this thing is. Now, after constructing it, I was a little bit stressed out because I realized that there was absolutely no room for me to put anything in, and I wasn't really sure what I was going to have to do. I was thinking about adding a basement, but then me and Grian kind of ran around and we just started adding functionality into this thing. And not only is this thing now actually usable as a base, but it's made it look so much cooler. Like, the added texture of the barrels looks really nice. The addition of the chimney on the top is obviously just an enormous win. That looks fantastic. And then even adding functionality to the bus as well. So we've got some furnaces and some extra storage in here. This is a solid little base. Like, this is actually a solid little base. Now, you may be wondering what these things are. Well, they're not really meant to stay here, but with that being said, they are really satisfying, and they do kind of go with the mood of the build. So they might temporarily stay, except I've just spent many hours designing something better. You see, I've been camping on a number of occasions, and I've been around campfires on a number of occasions, and occasionally someone will have a guitar at that occasion, and there is always one song that is guaranteed to be played every single time. It is, of course, Wonderwall. So I have spent so long learning chords and then translating them into Minecraft so that I can have an accurate representation of the sort of music that would be played around my tiny bus. Honestly, this might be my proudest achievement in Minecraft so far. This is exactly the sort of project you expect on episode 1. None of that punching tree nonsense and gathering diamond rubbish. We get to work on the important project here. This is going to require an awful lot of hay bales. Like, an awful lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I believe that creates an F sharp? Or is an F#M? Whatever that might be. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that should be an A. And this should be an E. And then here we have what's known as a B7 sus 4, which, honestly, I don't know what to think about that. Seems a bit sus to me. And if I loop it back to the start... Oh man, that's already annoying. Today is gonna be the day that I'm gonna get it back to you.
I'm feeling it. I've got flowers in my hands, a breeze in my hair.
I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
I wonder if there's someone better who sings on the server.
I'd say it's actually, that was pretty spot on. If you listen to it, it's not far off.
Okay, let's do this.
I mean, he's definitely going to think that something's going on. Buttons in place. Is it in? Put it in.
It's in. Shoot it. Yes.
Yes.
Let's just cover this up like we were never here.
Moving incredibly swiftly on from that, I have done even more work on the base area now. We've got a little campsite, and also I've got this switch right here, which is our Wonderwall switch, so I can turn that on and off. I am so happy with this, but I have to leave it alone. I can't stop touching it. You know, it's my favorite little starter base. It's so cool. I can't stop tinkering with it. I need to leave it alone, and I need to work on some other bits and pieces. Let's head down into the mines. And now that I have Fortune 3, we should be rolling in diamonds. Except I wasn't. You know, earlier on, I said that things felt incredibly slow, and I thought that was just because I hadn't mined in that style for a very long time. Well, it turns out that not only is that the case, but also something has definitely changed in Minecraft 1.17, and the distribution of diamonds is definitely different. All of the hermits have been talking, all of us are really struggling to find a decent number of diamonds, and that is It's bizarre, you know, we're not normally struggling for diamonds on the Hermitcraft server, but we've all been trying out different techniques. I've been chatting with Impulse and he suggests going really low. He's been mining around about Y5, whereas I've been mining at Y7, and that seems to be better than Y11, but honestly, it's still not great. So I'm yet to find the perfect solution. Either way, we now do have a somewhat decent amount of kit. I'm in full diamond armor, which I'm just about to go and enchant. And I guess one benefit of struggling to find diamonds is that you mine for longer, which means you end up with a lot more just general resources. We've got tons of redstone, we've got tons of iron, loads of coal, a bunch of gold, a bunch of copper. We've got a bunch of everything, basically. Right. Leggings. Now, it's only saying I'm breaking 3, but unfortunately, I don't have enough levels to be able to spin this enchanting table too many times. So, that's a win! And then Blast Protection 4 is probably actually going to come in handy. But only Blast Protection 4, that's a little bit pants. Still, being in a set of fully enchanted diamond armor always feels pretty special. And on the topic of a special, what on earth? Scar, it's meant to be a starter base, buddy. What is this? This is many things, many things. A starter base is not one of them. Tiny base, I still love you. I'm hearing the weirdest noise. Can you hear that? Is this? It's a pair of glue squid. I wasn't expecting this. I can't kill them. I could, however, wait for this one to die naturally. I mean, this guy, he's dying for me. He knows I want him to die, and he sacrificed himself so that I wouldn't have to kill him. How generous. I mean, if I nudge him up onto the side, is that still... I'm still technically not killing him. Like, this is fine. This is absolutely fine. After a tiny bit of coercion, I believe this guy is dying for me as well. You know, totally of his own accord. He wanted this to happen. There was absolutely no convincing on my part. Just quickly remove all the dirt blocks that I just placed. Sweet. We now have 6 ethically harvested glowing sacks. Peace, love, and plants, baby. Peace, love, and plants. But that has made me think I should probably get myself set up with some form of weapon in case something attacks me. And I think I have the perfect solution in mind. What would be the most convincing? Don't hurt me. I love you. This is so stupid. So now, if something is trying to attack me, then I will chuck one of these on the floor. Hopefully, it will pick it up, it will read it, and it will understand that I feel love for that thing, and it won't continue attacking. This should also work on players as well. I think we can all agree this is a flawless strategy. So now I quickly want to clear up the little area in the front of my starter base and get everything officially moved into the tiny house, which is now looking much tidier. Now that that little mess out the front is gone, it allows me to fully appreciate this build. And as I mentioned earlier on, I am really happy with the functionality of this thing. Look, we've got all of the various different stone types in the floor. So that's all covered. Over here, we have got our various different types of vegetation, which we're probably going to need more storage for, but for now this is fine. Then up here we have got our food, we've got wood in that section, we've got handy bits and pieces there, we've got redstone supplies in this barrel over here, and then we have our dirt up at the top. Given that the interior of this thing is literally 3 by 1, I'm not even counting this block because it's got a door on it, so I can't place anything there, I would say that is remarkably functional. But there's one piece of extra functionality I want, and that is a tiny little super smelter, because of course I'm going to be living off roast potatoes for the foreseeable future. I want a really quick way to bake these things. And I'm hoping I should be able to do this in quite a seamless fashion. So if I create something a little bit like this, it almost looks like a table. In fact, actually, I want it to be a wooden table. Just have to wait for the saplings to drop so I can actually replant this tree. Why did I do this to myself? Why did I tell myself that I was going to replant every tree? I don't need to. These are virtual trees. The world is infinite. So underneath this little table, which I think looks absolutely lovely, are these 2 barrels. This one is going to be the input chest. That's where we're going to put the items that we want to smelt. And then this is going to be the output chest for the smelted items. Coal I'm just going to put in manually because that makes life a lot easier. Replant, replant, replant. Right, if this piston is extended across and this hopper minecart is here, that then gets stuck. That's good. And then if items are on the inside of this barrel, they go straight into the minecart hopper. Okay, This is like the main part of the system all working properly. So then we're going to use a comparator to detect the fullness of the hopper minecart. And that means that this hopper minecart will only move off once it fills up with items. So then it travels off, and that would drop all of those items into all the furnaces. So I would say a good number of furnaces to have is probably about 12, given the number of items that end up in the minecart. Let's get all of the hoppers in place. And then we need all of the underside hoppers as well. Powered rails to bounce our minecart back and forth. And I've just realized that that actually should be everything. It kind of caught me off guard. I forget how simple these little minecart super smelters are. There really isn't too much redstone to go into them. Now, there is one extra thing that I do need to work on, which is the item elevator, which is going to take the items from this thing up into the barrels. But for the time being, I'm just going to do a real quick test run. So I've got 2 stacks of potatoes, and if I throw those into this barrel here... Oh, gosh. Okay, well, thankfully that didn't... that didn't make its way into the hopper minecart, because that definitely would have broken things. But this is a good sign. So we've got 5, 3, 3, 3, 4. Okay, it looks like they're pretty evenly distributed apart from the first ones? How many are going into this thing? I mean, that seems like more than enough, but we definitely need to balance this thing a little bit because I think it's going a bit too slowly over the top of this first one here. Either way, this is considerably faster than a single furnace, which is what I was using previously. And now I've fixed up the redstone a little bit and everything seems to be a lot more balanced. Now let's hook up this item elevator. So, okay, that's running the items up to there. And then, how do I connect this up? I think I've accidentally done it. I wasn't expecting this to fully work, but it seems to be sending the potatoes right the way up to the top. But it's not. They're now getting stuck there. This is an absolute noisy mess. This is not going well. But it does now appear to be working, and it appears to be silent, which I would say is a massive bonus. And with the completion of our item elevator, that should mean that our super smelter is now actually finished. So our minecart is traveling back and forth, is depositing all of the potatoes into the furnaces, and then if I keep an eye on this barrel, the potatoes then come up into the barrel, and it is working really quite quickly. I mean, you can see it stalls every now and again, and then another batch comes through. But I gotta say, I'm incredibly impressed with this thing, especially because it is completely concealed underneath this really nice looking table. Chuffed to bits. Absolutely chuffed to bits with that thing. And I'll be honest, I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with everything that I've created so far on Hermitcraft Season 8. This is a solid start. We have some serious resources. We've got ourselves a very cool little camper van, complete with tiny house that has a storage system inbuilt into the walls. We have a solid food farm that will keep us sustained for the foreseeable future. We have a tiny little campfire. We have a machine that plays the song Wonderwall for everyone who's around the campfire. And we have ourselves a fully functioning 12 furnace super smelter underneath a little table. And we did all of it without killing anything. And I plan on keeping it that way. What is this? What is this? What is... I mean... Okay, like, I guess... You know, Grian's a good builder. Maybe he knows where trees should go. You know, that I guess that does feel quite nice. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Oh, no. Well, what Grian doesn't know is that I can replant them anywhere. I guess this is my life now. He seems to be taking out my tree. I think we all know what this means. He's right there, but I think Scar has distracted him by goofing around with the dragon's egg, and I'm hoping that I should be able to get in. What's occurring over there, buddy?
I touched his thing.
I did see you touch this thing, and it worked very much to my favor, you see.
Do you want to touch his thing over there? It's really fun.
I mean, are we allowed to? Am I allowed to touch the thing now?
I
No,
did.
you're not allowed to touch the thing.
Yes, we're touching the thing. We're here to touch the thing. Here, touch his thing.
I mean, what happens? Do I, what, just
do
right click
it's
on
amazing. He said it's cool.
Oh! It appeared over there!
I didn't realize there's an animation of it literally falling.
Should we just touch it until it lands back in its original position?
I think that's... Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Where is it? Where did it go?
That's a genuinely good question.
Here it is, here it is, here it
That's
is, here
a
it is.
genuinely good question. Oh my goodness. Honestly,
he's got it.
I'm stopping.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Genuinely, my heart actually sank when we couldn't find it. Then I was like, I thought we had totally ruined your thing. So I'm glad it is back, and I'm glad that this has been restored as well.
You know,
You're
I feel like the
starting
sign's
something you
just not
can't
good
finish.
I mean, look. I know. I have to replant every tree. The thing is, I can replant them anywhere. They can go anywhere. It's the beauty of replanting things. They don't have to stay in the same position.
That's the beauty of making up your own rules, huh?
yeah. That is also very true. So expect many replantings in your base from this point forth. You've started
I
it.
can't believe I've been Uno reverse card like this.
All right, well, I'm gonna get back to my VW bus listening to Wonderwall. I guess I'll see you all soon.
Oh, you'll see me
Wonderwall?
real soon. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Scar had never heard Wonderwall.
But he's got a tiny hat.
Yeah,
Jeez. Gosh dang
that's it. That's it.
I touched your egg again.
That's Scar!
And I think that's the perfect conclusion to the perfect episode. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya. This has been so incredibly fun. I've absolutely loved the process of making this episode. I'm sure you can tell as well. At least I hope you can tell from the video. I think it's come out really, really well. I'm chuffed. I'm so chuffed to bits. I cannot wait to continue the shenanigans on Hermitcraft Season 8. I think this season is going to be incredible. So keep your eyes peeled.